As a Christian, it's essential to examine the values and principles of political parties and their alignment with biblical teachings. Liberal Democrats, in particular, have been a subject of concern for many Christians due to their stance on various issues that contradict Christian values. One of the primary reasons Christians cannot trust liberal Democrats is their radical support for abortion. The Democratic Party's platform has consistently endorsed abortion on demand, even up to the point of birth, which is morally reprehensible to Christians who believe that life begins at conception. The Bible teaches that human life is sacred and created in the image of God and therefore must be protected and respected. However, liberal Democrats have shown a blatant disregard for this fundamental Christian principle, which raises questions about their commitment to upholding moral values. Another reason Christians cannot trust liberal Democrats is their aggressive promotion of the LGBTQ+ agenda. While Christians are called to love and respect all individuals, regardless of their sexual orientation, the Democratic Party's advocacy for LGBTQ+ rights often comes at the expense of religious freedom. Many liberal Democrats support laws and policies that force Christians to compromise their beliefs, such as participating in same-sex weddings or using language that affirms gender identity. This intolerant approach to dissenting voices is a threat to Christian liberty and the freedom to live out one's faith. Furthermore, liberal Democrats have demonstrated a hostility towards Christian values in their education policies. The Democratic Party's emphasis on secular education and the removal of prayer from public schools have contributed to a decline in moral education and the erosion of Christian values in the classroom. Christians believe that education should be grounded in biblical principles, but liberal Democrats' approach to education often prioritizes secular humanism and relativism over absolute truth. Additionally, liberal Democrats' economic policies often contradict Christian principles of stewardship and responsibility. The Democratic Party's support for big government and social welfare programs can create a culture of dependency, which undermines the biblical mandate to work and provide for oneself and one's family. Christians are called to be good stewards of their resources, but liberal Democrats' emphasis on redistribution of wealth and government control can lead to a lack of personal responsibility and a sense of entitlement. The Democratic Party's foreign policy is also a concern for Christians. Liberal Democrats' reluctance to stand with Israel, a nation that holds significant biblical and historical importance, is alarming. The Bible teaches that God has a special covenant with the Jewish people, and Christians are called to support and bless Israel. However, liberal Democrats' criticisms of Israel and their willingness to compromise with nations that seek to destroy Israel are at odds with Christian values. Moreover, liberal Democrats' environmental policies often prioritize the creation over the Creator, which is a fundamental error in Christian theology. While Christians are called to be good stewards of the earth, the Democratic Party's obsession with climate change and radical environmentalism can lead to a form of eco-idolatry, where the natural world is revered above God. This flawed worldview can result in policies that harm human flourishing and undermine economic development, particularly in developing countries. In conclusion, as a Christian, it's challenging to trust liberal Democrats due to their flagrant disregard for biblical values and principles. Their support for abortion, LGBTQ+ agenda, secular education, big government, and radical environmentalism are all at odds with Christian teachings. While Christians are called to love and respect all individuals, regardless of their political affiliations, it's essential to critically evaluate the values and policies of political parties and hold them accountable to biblical standards. By doing so, Christians can make informed decisions about which parties and candidates best align with their faith and values. Ultimately, Christians must prioritize their commitment to God's word and seek to promote a culture that reflects biblical principles, rather than compromising their values for the sake of political expediency.